Do you want to see a Moms for Liberty behaving badly? Watch.
Get away from the children! These are children! Children! Come on, mother! Go, Elon! Go, Elon! Go, Elon! Oh, well, you are. No bus, no code! I don't have to take, sweetheart. What are you going to do about it, though? Except stand here like this.
We're not going to do anything.
Men and women's sports.
We're not going to do anything.
Men and women's sports?
She left after she harassed children and the elderly folks at the protest. Yep, she just came to antagonize everyone. Because that's what they do. They are just angry, hateful people.
Put it up full mass. Mama Karen here. Okay. Moms for Liberty. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, Moms for Liberty is an anti-government organization founded in 2021 by a former Florida school board member or board members, Tiffany Justice and Tina Descovich. Moms for Liberty and its nationwide chapters combat what they consider the, quote, woke indoctrination of children by advocating for book bans in school libraries and endorsing candidates for public office that align with the group's views. They also use their multiple social media platforms to target teachers and school officials, advocate for the abolition of the Department of Education, advance a conspiracy propaganda, and spread hateful imagery and rhetoric against the LGBTQ community. They are also behind many book banning efforts as well. Do you remember the remarkable human being, LeVar Burton? How he contextualized this so properly. He has been a beautiful soul ever since we have known him, from the days of reading Rainbow and today. Here's what he said. Remember this?
I had the tremendous honor of serving as Master of Ceremonies for the 70th National Book Awards in 2019. And it genuinely means the world to me to join you all again on this stage to celebrate the importance of literature to our shared culture. Before we get going, are there any Moms for Liberty in the house? Moms for Liberty? No? Good. Then hands will not need to be thrown tonight.
What class, prestige, honor. The way he said this, hands will not, I can't do it. I can't say it like he said it. Man. All right, Jackson. They've created a reputation for being white female thugs, which they are, going around harassing individuals who are simply exercising their freedom of speech. They ban books because they are afraid of information, and information is actually light. And they also will support candidates that represent some of the most corrupt and vile elements of our social construct. What say you?
You know, people like this in Moms for Liberty, to me, are a really good example of how oftentimes what we envision of tradition is really just a fantasy. Like, so much of what we think about conservative tradition never really was. Like the idea that, you know, in the 50s and 60s, you know, women were just in the house happily cooking and cleaning for their husbands, and they just recently started working. And you know, just that idea of, if we can just bring people back to the good old days, we can have that good old nuclear family. But people have always been people, you know, people being born out of wedlock, marriage is not working, life is life. So this ideal society that these people want to create never really existed in the first place. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then also, to me, it's just like, you know, it's so enigmatic of what the MAGA movement is. They're just a bunch of trolls. It's just about sticking it to the libs and owning the libs. Right. You know, it doesn't matter what Trump does, they're going to support it, pretend like it makes sense. And so much of what they do is just look to make liberals and left wingers angry. So in a lot of ways, these people are irrelevant. I mean, we gotta deal with them, especially if they come all up in your face. We gotta deal with the Trump administration. We gotta deal with Republicans. But the MAGA trolls, a lot of these people, they're just pawns. They're just suckers. And Donald Trump has been elected twice. Unless something drastic happens, he can't be president again. So these people are just a big bunch of irrelevant losers who are just there to troll you and make you mad. So don't let them. But it is nice to make fun of them. And she asked for it because she went all up in people's faces.
Yeah, she was on a mission that day.
Yeah.
And she made herself famous in the meantime.